Hey everyone, it's Aldarius, and today I'll be doing the Ruins Greatsword run. All Remembrances. So, this should be a very interesting time. By the way, I know I say solo, I'm going to try to work on that so I don't sound so dumb dumb. But yeah, let's get to the build. Let me show it. Stream as well. Okay, there we go. Cool, so Ruins Greatsword. This is a colossal sword. This is also a legendary weapon, so we've already done the Bolt of Grand Sax and the Godslayer's Greatsword previously. This is also a legendary armament. Colossal sword that deals standard damage, a tiny bit of magic damage. We'll get to that later. Good strength scaling, poor int scaling, requires 50 strength, although we're always going to be two-handing it, so it's really 34 strength because of the 1.5 multiplier when two-handing. 16 int. And it has a special ability called Wave of Destruction. So, Wave of Destruction, it's basically the same as Blasphemous Blade, where it has the same animation where you hold the sword up above your head, slam it down, there's like a pillar that travels in a line. Same idea as Blasphemous Blade. Now, this is worse than Blasphemous Blade, because Blasphemous Blade scales off of 3 talismans: Shard of Alexander, Fire Scorpion Charm, and the Magma Charm. This only scales off of 1, which is the Shard of Alexander, because it is predominantly physical damage, just like the weapon. So it's like 90% physical, like 10-ish percent magic. So it's automatically weaker for that reason. So it's not insanely OP. However, it does deal stance damage pretty good. 24 stance damage. Big FP cost of 25. And it is somewhat slow like Blasphemous Blade. Doesn't heal you like Blasphemous Blade. Essentially, it is just a inferior version of Blasphemous Blade. But it's still pretty good. There is another mechanic as well where charged strong attacks will slam the ground with gravity. So it's like a mini gravity explosion, kind of like what Radon does. I don't think I'm going to lean too heavily into that for this run because the charge attacks are still slow. This is a colossal sword after all. So it's just going to be utterly infeasible in the DLC, for example. But if you want to go a charge attack build, you can do that. Just be aware that you're going to struggle a lot in the DLC. Also, I didn't talk about where you get this sword from, but I think everybody knows. It's from that duo fight in the Radon Castle, the Misbegotten Warrior Crucible Knight. One of the most infamous duo fights in the game. That's like the first early game wall people have right next to Margit. So I'm really good at fighting Crucible Knights, not so much at the Leonine Misbegotten. I kind of suck at fighting those, so we'll see what happens when we get there. But yeah. Also upgraded with Somber Smithing Stones. That should be pretty obvious. Is there anything else to talk about with this weapon? I don't think so. That's basically it. It is average range, so on and so on. Overall, it's going to be fun because, you know, I like bonk stick builds a lot. And this is a bonk stick where you just beat the heck out of your opponent with a heavy strength weapon. Super fun, but we're going to have to get creative in the DLC because there's less wide openings, and we'll talk about that in a second. So, oh hey Scar, how you doing? So the talismans, Shard of Alexander, obviously greatly boost the attack power skills, so that'll boost the attack power of Wave of Destruction. If I can't use Wave of Destruction, I will swap this out with Retaliatory Cross Tree, which is the roll attack talisman. That's standard fare, basically. Obviously, it's really good for the DLC. Two-handed sword talisman. Enhances attacks with two-handed weapons by 15%, which will be this weapon. That does not enhance skill, so it will not affect Wave of Destruction at all. It'll just be my regular attacks, but it's still really good. Ritual Sword Talisman, raise attack power by 10% when HP is at max. Obviously, that is going to be a huge power boost. Do note, however, that with this skill, you tend to trade because of how slow it is, which means you're going to get like 1 use off and get hit right after most of the time. Unless the enemy's staggerable. So, That is a bit of a problem. We'll evaluate the effectiveness of this talisman as we go on, basically. The last slot is kind of up to you. I think I'm going to run a defensive option like Dragon Crest Shield Talisman. Enormously reduces physical damage taken by 20%. I might also do the Holy one for Radon later. Basically, I want a defensive option. You might wonder why I'm not doing a stamina one, but the truth is, with this weapon, by the way, it'll have S scaling and strength at the end. There's no point in going in the int scaling, and I'm not going to go into Faith or Arcane at all. So I'm going to have a surplus of points, which means I'm going to have a decent amount of endurance. That means the need for the stamina talismans is slightly less. That's why I'll just run a mitigation option as my fourth, most likely. Now, the crystal tiers are a little weird. The first one will be the Opaline Hard tier, 15% damage negation for 3 minutes. Pretty handy. There really isn't a second option that's straight up good, so I might actually run Strength, not Crystal tier for it, which gives us 10 Strength for 3 minutes. Remember as well, that's actually 15 Strength because of the two-handed multiplier. So overall, it's actually not that bad for DPS. So I guess I'll be running this. It's very strange. I also forgot to show it here. Let me just show it real quick. We're going to be running the hero class, by the way. But we will be running the Golden Vow Ash of War, as usual, on a dagger in our offhand, blah, blah, blah. Fairly standard stuff for a non-faith build. But yeah, as for classes, we're running hero because these last 4 stats are minimized, and we're not going to invest in them at all, except intelligence will be like 16 for the weapon. But that's it. So, yeah. That will be the build. This should be really fun because, again, I like bonk builds a lot, even though they're not the best in this game. So we should be able to get the Rune's Greatsword fairly quickly, too. It'll be like an hour into the run, but we'll see. Where's hero? Yeah. I also customized my character early on. What should we call him, actually? Let's call him Leonine, in honor of that annoying enemy we're going to have to fight later. I always forget to pick the keepsake. That's not intentional. I'm just bad at this game. Let me go ahead and do that right now. I'll do a golden seed, I guess. Just to get a head start on that. I did actually save a template for this character. I'm gonna make him gray because the Rune's Greatsword is gray and he looks kind of like a Giga Chad, so I will have him do that. And let's finish. Okay, so we're gonna be collecting a lot of stuff as usual in day 1. There is also another weapon we're gonna be grabbing because we need to kill the dragon in front of the medallion fort in Caelid. So we'll talk about that when we get there. I didn't want to start with Samurai because there's a lot of wasted dexterity, so I'm going to have to pick up that weapon instead. It will be the Morning Star. We're not going to kill the... What is it called? The frickin'... I always forget the Knights Cavalry. Yeah, we're not going to kill the Knights Cavalry. We will kill the dragon, and that will be good. Let's just loose this guy. There we go. I will be employing the use of blood grease to kill the dragon as per usual, but after that, no greases. And obviously, you can't grease Rune's Greatsword anyway because it's a unique weapon, so yeah. Something I do have to remember, though, is getting all the materials for the blood grease. The root resin's at the beginning, and the blood rose is, I think, at Fort Hate, which is where we get the recipe anyway. So unless I'm really bad, I shouldn't miss it. But we'll see. I've missed things before. Also, as a consequence of investing into endurance, we're going to be equipping some pretty heavy armor this run, which should be pretty nice.
Come to the, of course, on foot without guide. You are Lummy, are you familiar? You may also.
Okay, let's talk to Var, get him moving.
Even if Grace to castle, the home. It's a castle if you.
He done?
To castle if you.
There, yep. Did get that grace. Sometimes I forget to get that grace for reasons unknown. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, I have a soft spot in my heart for bonk builds. All the way back in Dark Souls 2, I ran the Ultra Greatsword as my very first run, and it was terrible. That is like easily the worst game for bonk builds. So bad, but I still had the time of my life. And I don't get to play them often these days because honestly, fast weapons are just superior most of the time. If a slow weapon's good, it's because its weapon skill is really good, not because its like basic moveset is good. And the DLC just compounds on that problem, but I still like the bonk weapons a lot, for sure. I've been itching to do a bonk build for a while. So there's the root resins we're going to need for later. I think there's some more here, right? Looks like some extra somewhere. Could be wrong, though. Oh, they're right here. Okay, yeah. That's all we'll need. So like I said in the intro, you can go charge attacks if you want, but like I said, Colossal Sword strong attacks are pretty slow, so that's just, first of all, not going to be viable in the DLC, like, ever. And also, like, the stance, like, it's hard to explain, but they tried to balance the damage with the AoE in mind, so it's not, like, straight up OP to hit with both, essentially. In fact, if you only hit with one, it's kind of mid, and it's not guaranteed to hit with the AoE, so it's just not something I would personally do, but maybe we'll mess around with it a little bit in the base game. Okay, let's get the whetstone here. In these types of games, like MMOs, your go-to is always the fast dual-wielding assassin and rogue. Yeah, this would be right up your alley, honestly. So in this game, they have something called power stancing, where if you have a weapon of the same class in both hands, so you have like 2 daggers or 2 thrusting swords, when you hit the left trigger instead of the right trigger, you hit with both. And that's pretty... Oh my gosh, I forgot to get the freaking kick W. Let me go do that real quick. So the game really rewards you for dual wielding. It wasn't like that in previous Dark Souls games, except for Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 3, they have like a ghetto system called paired weapons. I mean, Elden Ring has that too, but most of them are just power stance. Also, fast weapons are great because bosses, especially in the DLC, like, between attacks, the timing's really short. Like, they'll attack, you get, like, 1 second maybe, and then they start attacking again. So if you have, like, a slow weapon, you're gonna find it really hard to hit the boss, like, straight up. But if you're using fast weapons, or, like, dual-wield fast weapons, you'll just be poking at them, just poking, and blasting them. So, the game really rewards using fast weapons, which is kind of a shame because, you know, sometimes it's really fun to just blast the heck out of them, the slow bonk weapons, but you can't always do that straight up. The one downside to the like fast dual wield weapons, you can dual wield like heavy weapons as well, by the way. But the big downside to fast weapons, like, is usually that their stance damage is low, which means they don't stagger. So it takes way more hits for them to like get on their knees than they are open to like free hits. With a big bonk weapon, you hit them like 4 times and they stagger, and it's like they're open to a critical, a swing to the head, whatever. But overall, I would still say that the fast weapons are just superior in this game, especially in the DLC, especially. I mean, a big, beefy two-hander, what can I say? In more ways than one, right? How you doing, Dunn? Hopefully you're enjoying our break from raiding. Honestly, I am. I'm gonna be honest. Peeps get on their knees for me pretty easily, what can I say? Yeah. That's just familiar to you, huh, Scary? That's what's up. Whether it's love or on the battlefield, they get on their knees. Okay. Get down here. I am, but I'm also missing the boys. Yeah. I hope that after we're done raiding, we could get together every once in a while and play games, all of us. That'd be pretty dope. We've done that before with games like Lethal Company, but yeah. Just one of your WoW homies? Yeah. We're on WoW hiatus for until like the beginning of April, if I remember correctly, so. Yeah, okay, let's get this guy taken care of. Boom, easy breezy. There's Golden Vow. Excellent. Excellent. Oh, I always forget I can go over here. Hold on. Okay, we gotta go grab plants for this run, which we'll do in like a few minutes from now. What's up? We'll grab our big bonk stick after we kill the dragon, which will probably be at like the hour mark if I had to take a guess. Maybe if I'm a chud, an hour and a half. But we'll see. Shoot. Ugh. That fight's gonna be really hard too. That's one of the hardest fights in the early game. The Leonine Misbegotten, like, I suck bad at. If I can kill him, the Crucible Knight afterwards is fairly easy. I'm really good at fighting Crucibles now. Thank you, Night Rain, for that. Ugh. We've already gotten our Strength Knot Crystal tier. We got a Golden Vow, Ash of War. We're moving on up in the world. For sure. Okie dokie. We'll rob the 2 graveyards for some rune action. If I'm really scared about stamina because I'm going to be using a bonk stick, basically, I could put on the turtle shield on my back as well for some added stamina reg, but it just makes me look dumb. I guess I can get over that, though. the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle look. It would be min-max to do that. I guess I should. Well, I'm using a 2-hander. Okay, we robbed those. Let's kill Kenneth now. Sometimes he almost kills me, which is funny, so... I wonder if he'll do that this time.
Is anybody there?
I've never died to him. I hope I never die to this freaking
Interested
shit.
in rescuing the great Kenneth Heights?
Great the Kenneth
Celebrate to the
Heights.
true order and celebrate.
No, I'm not interested, buddy. Sorry.
Tarnished. I am Kenneth Height, and I have seen quite enough.
Chud. Your Golden Valley ain't gonna do nothing, Brad. Ugh, ran out of stamina. I don't know why it's so fun to kill him. There we go. Golden seed for free. Okay, so let me go grab the golden seed in Dragon Barrow, and then we'll come right back to this church. We also get Physic Flask, which will be really good. Let's equip that right now. Up our flask. Also... So, Strength now will be permanent, but we'll replace Crimson with the Opaline hard tier later. I don't know if Strength will be permanent, but it'll be virtually permanent. I might find something way later that's better, but... Since I'm not doing charge attacks, there's not really a clear-cut winner. So this is a high-level area. I gotta not aggro anything or I get one shot. But that's pretty easy to avoid. This gargoyle here has killed like millions of people, unironically. Everyone's like, oh, it's the hardest boss in the game. Yeah. Gargs are like weird to fight, but honestly, they're not too bad. Once you get used to them. Okay. Let's get out of the high level zone now and get back to normal. We're gonna clear out the rest of Limgrave and then Weeping Peninsula. We'll do a tiny bit of Caelid, and then... I don't know if we'll do Ligma of the Lakes, but we will... if we do, or if we don't, we'll kill the dragon afterwards. And that'll give us enough levels to challenge the duo fight for our weapon, I think. Okay, so it's over here. Oh, did the friggin' bear see me? Oh, okay, good. That would've been really bad. Ligma, yeah. Okay. Here's where we gotta go, but we need the grace first. So in here is the cookbook for the bleed stuff, the bleed grease that we're gonna need to kill the dragon. I mean, you don't need to, but it speeds things up a lot, so I am gonna do it. There's also blood roses to pick up. I gotta pick these up. Boom. There it is. Okay. I gotta go purchase the crafting kit now as well before I forget. We might actually pay a visit to Rose Church in Ligma to go get more of those, but we'll see.
This way, Tarnish.
Wait, we can talk to Ronnie too. We can simp for Ronnie for a second. Hold on, Ronnie. Oh, cool. I can't actually talk to the merchant until I talk to her. That's what's up. Simp for Ronnie.
I did tend upon the talk thou art but call forth. I was entrusted by torrents.
Spirit calling bell. They had to go buy last freaking run. Funny.
I doubt we shall. How long will it for the time?
Don't need to use it at all this run though. No sorceries.
And I can also let
Okay.
you know I am Carly.
So we gotta purchase the crafting kits. Excellent. Real gameplay, yeah. Waifu simulator. Dark would be the kind of person to simp for Ronnie for sure. In fact, I'm pretty sure he has. Pretty sure he has.
Me to determine if you have. It seems torrent, whereas there is, but I can take gathering. Very well.
Oh, look, another fair maiden. Simp for Melina instead. Woo. Alright, let's go to round table, because she wants us to do that so badly. It's fine. For sure, no doubt about that, yeah. 100%.
Oh, I can't remember very well. It is said.
I can't wait to beat you up later, Gideon. Woo! How much grease can I make? 3? Yeah, I should probably get more blood roses. We'll pay a visit then. We could go back to the fort and do that, but... we could pay a visit to the Rose Lake later and get some more. There's gonna be a Knight's Cavalry on the bridge. We gotta not die to him. Shouldn't, unless we get womboed somehow, but... never know.
You there.
Of course, we're gonna rescue our friend Bach, because if you don't, you're Chud.
Some you were just thank you. I was pushing and I ended. Oh, when they so this is.
Give me your mushrooms, Bach. There you go, thank you. Thank you very much. Alright, Knight's Cavalry, don't kill me, please. Okay. We'll grab our Somber 1 right here. Boom. Actually grabbed it this time, unlike last run. There you go. The second foul foot, I'll use that one on Moog, hopefully at the end of today, but we'll see where we're at. We'll use one foul foot on the dragon, and then we use the other one on Moog. And that'll give us a million runes so I could skip all the trash mobs and just go boss to boss. Very easily. Now across this bridge, up ahead is some new tech. When you're not samurai and you want to kill the dragon. I guess Bandit could as well because his knife has bleed on it, but it's like really bad. But obviously samurai starts with the Uchigatana, which is really good for blade. You can go get an Uchigatana from a dungeon in the north, but you can also just get this weapon over here. Let me see if I remember where it is. It should be in a caravan right up ahead. I think it's in right there, actually. Which side is it on, though? Is it on this side? Yep. The Morning Star. So... the Morning Star is a hammer. Does worse damage than what I got, but it inflicts bleed. So... that is enormous. Blade will do percentage-based health damage to an enemy, and when an enemy has a billion HP, that's really good, so... we'll definitely be making use of that. Up here is the turtle shell, which honestly, we should probably just equip that because it is worth using. Gives us passive stamina recovery, so... yeah. Very, very handy indeed. Where's the golem at? Should I try to fast golem here? Let's see. Okay, good. Yep. Awesome. We're collecting our golden seeds so we get Flask empowered early. That's really going to carry during the duo fight later. Dude, I'm so mid at fighting Leonines. Misforgotten chuds. Hopefully that'll be enough to carry us. I am not 100% though. Okay. Hold on. Okay, yeah. Recording is going. What's up? I kind of want to level up the Morning Star a little bit, because I will be using it against the duo fight. So it behooves me to get some levels into it. Which means I'll have to do some warping around because I forgot to get some of the smithing stones. But I know where they are, so should be fine. We could actually go in this cave and grab some as well if we really want to. You know, because I'm such a little chud and I'm scared, I'll go ahead and do that. Let's detour real quick. And we're gonna get some early vigor levels in. Let's use some of our stuff here. Let's level up. So we're gonna mostly do vigor at the start. Let's get this going. Oh yeah, allocate flasks as well. We don't need FP at all right now. So we have 8 flasks. Surely that's enough, right? Oh, I didn't level. Okay. Alright, 20 vigor is pretty good for a while. Although I'm gonna want more eventually. We're gonna want more strength, but remember we have the strength not tier, so we only need 24 for a while to use the weapon. Actually, we don't even need that, huh? Because it gives us 15. It's only 19 strength. That's it. 19. Let's actually max it out right now. Boom. So with 19 strength and all the stuff we have, we won't even... Actually, I don't even think I need to do that, because I could have done the Radagon Source Seal at the beginning as well. Basically, the strength 1.5 multiplier really carries on. For real, for real. That guy really actually hit me, that's crazy. This right here. I did his delayed attack. I think there's some in here as well. We could reset these guys like this. Although you can maneuver around them, but don't worry, we'll be seeing a lot of Misbegotten later. That's for freaking sure. Here we go. Now, are there actually ones here, or are they just sombers? They might just be sombers. Ooh, a glintstone scrap. That's really good. Yeah, maybe there's sombers over here. Okay. Here we go. Cool, cool, cool. With these smithing stones plus the merchant ones, we should be able to get past smithing stone 1s. Should be really good. Soft cotton. Log in, dudes. Getting some soft cotton. Somber, don't need that. Okay. Boom. Okay. This should be fairly straightforward. Yeah, I love how their like hitbox is super weird sometimes. They can't backstab them. There we go. Easy peasy. Rusted Anger, we'll do a run of that one day, but not today. I think when I do that, I'll power stance it with a pickaxe as well, because that's like a very underrated option. Most people dream of like power stancing 2 Rusted Anchors, but you can't do that in New Game. However, you can just get a... You could get a freaking pickaxe, and you can actually power stance it with Rusted Anchor, and it's basically that, so... Very good option indeed. Very, very good option. Alright, let's continue on with our collectathon now. I wonder if I should just go for the dudes, like, right after Weeping Peninsula. That's pretty ballsy, though, for sure. It's a very ballsy take. I'll go and grab the Charge Attack Talisman as well. Just in case we decide to use that. It's fine to run that in base game, for the most part. But in DLC, that's going to be basically a no-go, fortunately. Because of how restrictive the DLC design is. You're just going to get cooked by fast openings. Okie dokie. We'll purchase the lantern as well, because I like to see. You don't strictly need it, but seeing is cool. I don't want to carry a torch around either. Okay, so how many, we have 14 smithing stone ones already. We're already done with those. Kick. We're already done with smithing stone 1s. We just need to grab smithing stone 2s now. There are caves for that, of course, but those are a little bit harder, so I'll just not do that, I suppose. +4, +5 should do us fine, I think. How can I help? No smithing stone 2s, okay. Do I even have more, I kind of do want those. But I'll come back for that. So, let's go grab the Charge Attack Talisman, just in case. It is next to the Sleeping Bear in Limgrave. In the ruins. While we're here as well, we should probably go grab some blood roses, actually. Here we are. Now, it's actually faster to come up here again and fast travel, I believe. So, we'll go ahead and do that. Instead of risk going out the front door where all those enemies are aggroed and possibly die. We're all about avoiding death as much as we can here. Even though we can't 100% avoid it. There we go. We can craft the blood grease now, making 5. 5 should be plenty. For sure. I'm not even going to bind it yet because I don't want to accidentally use one early. You don't have to aggro that bear. I think some people are under the impression you do, but you do not. Thankfully. Before I forget, let me head over to Caelid now and loot some graves, because that will be really good runes. For sure. Which we're going to need later on to grab the smithing stone 2s from the various merchants. As usual, a lot of collecting in day 1, but that makes almost no collecting in day 2, so I'm all for it. One thing we cannot do, though, is go to the Lift of Deathless, because the moment we go through there, Radon spawns, and then we actually cannot get the Ruins Greatsword until Radon's killed. So I want to avoid that, because I want to kill Radon with the weapon. So we'll go ahead and avoid Altus Plateau for now. Until we actually get the weapon. Okay, there's 2 grave sites here to loot. There's one south here that's small, and there's one further on that's bigger. So we'll go ahead and grab that. It ain't much, but it is something. Okay, come on now. There we go. You can cut through the middle there, but it is super risky, so I'm not going to do that. I guess I should have mentioned at the start as well that technically the Ruins Greatsword does scale a little bit off Magic Scorpion Charm, and even the Wave of Destruction skill does too. But since it's like 90% physical, it's really not something you want to run, like, ever. So I would not recommend doing that for the Ruins Greatsword. These dogs will murder me, so I gotta be real careful. Alright, that's good. Very, very good. Now we gotta loot this grave site here. How am I gonna pick up the stuff, my dude? There we go. A Golden Rune 6, really good. Alright, we can proceed onward a little bit. We could kill the dragon right now if we want to, but it would be technically better to wait for upgrades. So I do a little bit more damage and a little bit more bleed buildup. I think the bleed buildup scales, right? I think so. With upgrade level, but I guess we'll see. here. Oh wait, not this way. Okay. This way, there we go. Avoid the dragons, they'll tear me in half, so definitely don't want any part of that. Okay, we will do a little bit of Liurnia, why not? May as well get all that stuff done right now. However, let's look at purchasing the stones. Now, I always forget which merchants have these, so bear with me as I look around. Try to find some. These are smithing stone 2s we're looking for, by the way. Oops. Okay.
Back on you to this.
So if we could find 3 more, that'd be awesome. If not, that's fine. I don't think this guy has any. I mean, he might have one. He might have one. We'll see. Yeah, he has one. Okay, good. Does Kale have any? I didn't check.
Wait, well, you're...
No, Kale does not have any. Okay. Maybe some of the... I don't think this guy has any, so maybe some of the Liurnia ones will have some. We'll go take a look. That means we'll get a Morning Star up to +5. Which is phenomenal. Really, really good. While we're here, we could grab the Smithing Stone 2 as well. Next to Albinus. We can also just grab Albinus's thing, too. Not a bad plan. So we'll have the Somber 2 for later. We need 2 more Smithing Stone 2s. And we'll fight the duo fight with a +5 weapon, which I think will be okay. This one has bleed, so that tips the scales for sure. But we'll see. Sacred Tier. Awesome. I gotta remember to hit up the grave site in the north of Liurnia. I always forget about that one. So I gotta go take care of that. I mean, it's optional, but it's free as well. Free runes. Alright, does this merchant have +2s?
You surprised you no matter why don't. Oh, but don't.
Yes, he has 3, in fact. Excellent. It almost makes me wonder if I can actually finagle an extra. We'll see. We'll see. If I can find 5 more, then... Because there are other merchants here that might be able to help us out, but we'll see. There we go. Let's go take the warp. Okay. We're in front of Ghetto Hogwarts now, but we'll enter it briefly, but we're not going to go all the way. We gotta talk to the merchant on the other side of the gate. We gotta go grab the key, though, first. So let's go this way. That's the Rose Church over there, right? Hmm. Interesting, interesting. Oh yeah. So let's grab... Actually, you know, let's go south and grab the Albinus stuff first, so I don't forget. May as well, too, right? Avoid the land octopuses. There is a fast way to get to the smithing stone as well. I gotta remember that. It's like a rock you can climb. So you don't have to go all the way around. Yeah, it's right here. You can actually jump this. It's kind of sketch, but it is indeed possible. Boom, there we go. Somber 2. Somber 3 is in Ghetto Hogwarts. And Somber 4 is in, front of Volcano Manor, right? Yeah. And then 5, 6, and 7 are inside of Volcano Manor. Very, very good. After this, we'll go get the map, and then we'll go north. We're almost done with the first part of the collectathon, thank goodness. Obviously, there's still Altus Plateau, but like I said before, we gotta take care of the duo fight beforehand, otherwise we're forced to fight Radahn without the Rune's Greatsword, which means one less Remembrance killed with the Rune's Greatsword, so can't do that. We cannot enter Altus yet.
Please, no. Dear me.
I haven't a clue.
I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be. Wait. Well. Oh, we're finished. The curse, I beg you. You must keep...
There we go. Okay. Let's do some mappage. And we'll get the tower waypoint as well. Actually, I'll just go down this way also. Don't aggro that rune bear over there. No matter what. That dude will mess you up. Okay, here's another golden seed. Very nice. There's the map. We'll go get the waypoint for the tower as well for later on, day 2 probably. We could bug Loretta as well for some free runes, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. We can evaluate where we're at after we kill the dragon. And if we need some extra runes before the fight, then we could go do that as well. Okay. Look, nice spot here. Nice spot where you can just get stuck. Okie dokie. Boom. Car and study hall. We'll be back here later. Now, let's go. Oh, he's not gonna. He's stuck aggroed, of course. Let's go over here. We got a bit of stuff to do up north. We're not going to enter Caria Manor, but we will, I think, go to Eegee's location. Just to unlock the grace that's there. Now, is the graveyard around, like, past this rock? It might be. Could be misremembering that, though. Oh, I didn't aggro the dragon. That's kind of crazy. Yeah, you don't want to aggro those. Not wise. If you can help it. But here's the graveyard. Good. We found it. Excellent, excellent. There are a lot of runes here. But there's a lot of these belled shuds as well, so. Is that worth it? I think so. Even if they're annoying as heck. Cool. Now let's go to Eegeee, who's over here. While we're riding, we can use these. Not gonna spend them yet though, because we're going to need cash for the smithing stones in a second. There we go, that's all of them. Excellent, excellent. There's just one more thing to grab, which is a golden seed that is far north from here. In this ravine with all the poison sacks. And after that, I think we're good to, first of all, look around and grab the smithing stones, and then we'll go grab the dragon and kill him. I'm gonna have to put some levels into intelligence to 16 to use the weapon, but after that, it's gonna be all vigor, basically. Vigor all the way. And if our stats are looking good enough, we'll try to fight the duo fight. I will probably be using the shield there just in case, but we'll see. Am I Chad enough to fight them without the shield? Definitely the Crucible Knight, for sure. But the Leonine Misbegotten? I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. Well, there's Blood Rose is here, too. I forget about that OS. That's what's up. And Smithing Stone 5. Wow, that's what's up. Cool. Alrighty. Let's go in here and talk to the merchant. There are a couple items to get up here as well, which we'll get, because why not? They get wedged there, that's what's up.
How can I help?
Yeah, he didn't sell any. Okay, we're gonna have to go with a +4 weapon then. Which is fine. That's fine. If we can kill the Leonine and, like, have a few flasks, we can definitely kill the Crucible. For sure. I am really good at fighting Crucibles. Thanks to Night Rain forcing that with the freaking medium, or the middle area with all the Crucibles in it sometimes. And the Crucible boss fights and all that, so... Thank you very much, Night Rain, for that. But Leonines, I'm not too amazing at. So we'll see what happens. They are very weak, though. They're very squishy. That's like their one thing. Okay. Last sacred tier. Let's go over here. Very nice. Oh, I guess we got an Ensha. We got an Ensha spawn. That's so cool. It's gonna be annoying. I think he staggers though. Yeah, he does. Okay. Gucci. We're like looping him in a weird way. Do not get hit by that. I tell you what. You can get hit by a lot of things, but not that one. Now I have strength up. Cool. Ooh, bleep proc. Surprised he invaded that early. I thought you had to kill a shard bearer to do that. I guess it's just if you enter the freaking gate of the academy as well. Well, I may use his armor for the boss, so I appreciate that. I do appreciate that. I don't know if we'll be overburdened, though. We're real close to it. We are real close. But apparently not. Maybe the dagger will push us over. Because we do need a dagger. Yeah, that actually pushes us over. That's funny. Kick. That's fine. I can put this on, though. Or actually, I guess it'd be gloves. Be the best. There we go. Now we got our dagger. Let's put on Golden Vow first before we forget, because that's going to be pretty important.
You're in no mass loud. You're.
Yeah, jumps. You could actually put it on the mace. Not wise, though, to do that. Okay. Storm Stomp would be a throw, I think. It does lower our damage a bit, but you might be able to stagger Leonine with it. I'm not sure, though, so I'm going to stave off of that for now. Okay, let's upgrade the Morning Star 4 times. Actually, we can do it another time. Awesome. 5 times. Heck yeah. It's just not 6 we can get. Okay. Storm Stomp's still bad? I think so, right? Yeah. I'm just not sure. If it does stagger Leonine, it would be worth it, but I'm just not sure, literally. So. Okay, let's go and take care of Dragon, shall we? We'll up our flasks again. We'll put on 1 FP flask as well. For Golden Vow, in case we need it. So here's what you do with this guy. You put on the bleed grease, 2-hand the weapon. Well, let me Golden Vow first, then 2-hand it. Come over here. Golden Vow. On your strength increasing thing, whatever. 2-hand it. Bleed grease. Start smacking, basically. There's the first bleed proc. Dragons are going to try to come over here and look for us, but it's going to take, like, an eternity to get here, so we should be fine. Okay. Put on Golden Vow again. Switch weapons. Bleed Grease. There we go. I don't know if Golden Vow is actually worth it, but I like to do it anyways. Also, almost forgot, gotta put on Gold Pickled Palfoot. As you can see, the bleed is really carrying, like really hard. There we go. Very nice. Use the Gold Pickle Foulfoot there. All the dragons get killed too. You get a ton of runes. So, very, very nice. Let's get int up to 16, which is the minimum, right? I think so. Let me double check that real quick so I don't mess this up, KW. Yeah. Yep. 15, 16. We had 32 vigor, which is a ton of HP. Super high amount. And in here we can go grab, let's get rid of the grease by the way in this. We can grab something else to help us out. So that'll be very nice. Maybe I should use the blood grease for the friggin' Leonine fight too, Keck, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. Because he's so squishy. It would help on Crucible a decent amount because he's like tankier, but I don't need help on Crucible, I need help on Leonine, so I don't think it really matters all that much. Alright, that should prevent me from getting one shot, hopefully. It's been a minute since I've come down here. Oh. Cool, excellent. Save and quit to reset their aggro. Radagon Sword Seal. So, this gives you 5 Vigor, Endurance, Strength, and Dex. The Dex is pointless, but everything else is pretty good. But you take 15% more damage. In this case, that is worth it, so I'm going to run with it. Okay, now let's go to Radagon's castle and see if we can kill these guys. Honestly, I don't know if we'll be able to, but we'll see. If you wanted to Uber Triard, we could Runark here as well. Runark does give you more health, even if you do not have any, what's it called? You don't have any Great Rune, it does give you a little more HP, but whatever. Also, let me put on the lantern before I forget. I guess I will use some bleed grease for the Misbegotten fight. Why not? I mean, we're already at a big disadvantage coming in with a +4 or 5 weapon of 25. So, we'll use what greases we have, and then that's it, because we can't even use them with Rune of the Greatsword anyway. So, it's fine. Not gonna bother with Millicent this time, because successive attack stuff is obviously not really a thing on Colossal Sword, so don't worry about her. Gotta make do with what you got. Yeah, gotta be resourceful. For sure, for sure. So there's the castle over there. We gotta go kill those chuds. This is gonna be a really hard fight. But I think we can do it. I think we can. The Crucible Knight tends to stay in the back and like lets you 1v1 the Misbegotten. But sometimes he likes to get a cheeky hit in and you just gotta watch him. You just gotta be real careful around him. Okay, where's the way down? Right here. Yep. I'll save my Physique Flask for healing, because it does give me healing as well as strength right now, so I'll save it for when I get hit. Oh, and there's a dude here. I might be able to upgrade my weapon again with him. I forgot there's a merchant right here. Nah, he doesn't have anything. Sag. Okay. Watch out for the birds. They are very dangerous. That archway over there on the castle's where we're gonna fight. I should probably grab Cragblade, huh? Yeah, I should probably grab Cragblade. That would make a ton of sense to go get for this fight. It's literally right next to that rock over there, so let me go do that. Cragblade will let me put heavy infusion on my mace, which might make it better for the fight. Let's see. It's this guy, right? Don't fall, you should. There we go. Let's look at the numbers and see if that's actually better. And then we're gonna go in and hopefully one-shot these guys. Although, honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Well, I took you no matter.
Okay, let's see. So 152. So I do 202 right now, and this is 209. It is better. Wow, that is surprising. Okay. Well, that means we cannot use bleed grease. However, that's preferred for me, honestly. For the Leonine, that is preferred. You can't Cragblade and use bleed grease, but Cragblade I would consider better for this specific purpose. So we'll put on 1 FP flask, and we have 8 healing flasks plus our flask of Physique. Let's see how this goes. Oh yeah, we can't actually teleport either because of the frickin'... We don't have Verdana locks. We gotta walk over there, but that's fine. Okay. Good, okay, we survived that. What's up? Oh. Staggered for days. Crazy. He just blew up his friends? Okay, that's what's up. Frick yeah. So we have to go through the back entrance here. If I'm not mistaken. Good. We could go through here, right? No, it's locked. We gotta go through the ladder. Okay. Okay. I really am wondering how this fight's gonna go. It's gonna be weird as heck, for sure. Okay, I think we could drop down there, but we'll just go the normal way. Yeah, through here. Don't want to mess with this guy. Did he come down here? He did. Okay. Can we go up here? No? Okay. Or he's gonna be as annoying as he can be. I don't want to go that way because there's like really dangerous dudes over there. We can drop on this stanchion here and do it that way. That's what I used to do back in the day. So, let's see here. Boom. Now he can't get me. Alright, excellent. The Grace will be right up ahead. Oh, this guy fired early. Yep. Okay. Annoying. Let's kill this guy. Oh, cool, he dropped the short sword. One of the better weapons in this game, unironically. We just gotta wait for them to stop spurging out, and it'll be good. There we go. Okay. There's the duo fight. This is gonna be crazy, I feel. But we'll try. Oh my goodness. These guys are trying to slow me down so much. It's crazy. Boom. We cannot level yet. Do we have extra runes to level? No? Oh, we do actually. Definitely want to do that. We can level one more time now. We'll get another vigor point. Alright, here we go. So I am going to greed this by going here, Golden Bow early. Now we have our FP back. Excellent. Alright, here we go. Oh, he doubled on me, that's crazy. Yep. Alright, the Crucible spawned. Cool. Ooh, we're stuck in the working tent. Take it out of here. There's Crucible. He'll back off though for a while. He's coming in. So far, so good. I'm gonna use my flask in a second. As soon as this guy gets off of me. Okay, we're good. Oh, I'm in a corner. We gotta reset. I got stuck in a corner there. Bad RNG. But we didn't die, so that's good. Let's try that again. If you ever get pinned in a corner in that fight, it's over. You just have to leave and reset. Okay, let's try again. Is he still gonna be down? I don't think so, right? Oh, no, he is. Okay. Good. Oh, delayed. He delayed. Okay. Can I stance break him? That'd be freaking awesome. There we go. Ooh, meaty stance hit. Heck yeah. Alright, good deeps, good deeps. I want to keep an eye on Crucible, though. No. Oh, I did his ult. Did, of course. Whenever the Crucible's running straight at me like that, he's going in for an attack, so I gotta watch out. Annoying. Oh, he's spamming, he's spamming. Okay, we're good, we're good. But he quick attacked, okay. He quick attacked again, bad RNG. Okay, GG. Okay, we got one down. Alright, alright, alright. I'm really good at finding Crucibles, so this shouldn't be that bad. I'm gonna Crag Blade, though. Oh, he's not gonna let me. Okay, he's just gonna run. Alright, that's fine. I should be able to stance break him at some point. Oh, actually, never mind. He's spamming. That's okay. See, he's way tankier than the Leonine, but I'm also much more familiar with their moveset, so it's not too bad. There we go, there we go. I want to get a Crag Blade off, but he's not going to let me, is he? Oh, there we go, okay. Boom. Alright, phase 2. Cool. Alright. I think his poise reset, unfortunately. He didn't tail swipe there, that's weird. Tail swipe? No? Okay, a little strange. There we go. He's doing it again. Free heal every time he does that. Tail swipe. There we go. Okay. Alright, GG. Awesome. Heck yeah. And there's the Ruins Greatsword. Awesome sauce, dudes. Heck yeah. So, in order to use this, I'm going to need 34 strength, which right now I have 24. So I'm going to need my Flask of Physique, basically, to use it. But that's fine. Because I can just murder enemies with this weapon. I have 3 minutes, basically, to kill bosses until I get enough strength for that. And that is fine, because these early bosses are just going to die super quick. That's a Jesus Bog moment? Yeah, yeah. 0 deaths, although I had to reset once because I got bad RNG. I got stuck on... right here. I can actually show it. Right here. If you get stuck here, you die. So I had to just reset. If you get stuck in any of the tents, too, you have to reset, but I didn't die, at least, so... that's what's up. We can actually start killing bosses now, so that's sick. So let me pop my flask and show this weapon. Real quick, actually let me upgrade it. Hold on. We do have a couple upgrades we could apply to it first, so... Okay.
I took you no man's lay out your arm.
Somber 1 and 2. We don't have 3 yet, but we will in the second. Oh, we're also heavy. Loaded. We're gonna do, like, barely any armor, I think. For this. Yeah, we're gonna have to not have a piece of armor on. Until we get more stamina. Not that. Helmet? Oh, I think it has to be like legs or chest. Preferably legs. Yeah, okay, so... that's fine, that's fine. We'll need to level up endurance to be able to equip armor, but we will be doing that towards, like, the late game of the base game. Ooh, feels good. Put on my flask, all of a sudden I have the stats to use it now. Boom. So the charge attacks are like this. You see it adds an extra gravity attack. But it's really slow, which is the problem. That's why I'm not going to build charge attacks, probably. But I might mess around with it in the base game. It has aura, of course. The skill, though, is what I'm going to use a lot. Wave of Destruction, a really good skill. I'm definitely going to be using that, like, for sure. Like, 100% I'm using that. No question. But... I guess we should put on 2 FP flasks for that reason. Maybe even 3, honestly, but 2 is probably good enough for now. So until we have 34 strength, I have 3 minutes to kill every boss or my weapon becomes ineffective, which should not be a problem with these early guys. Maybe Rolana, because she's a 2-phase fight and that, like, sucks, but we'll see. We'll see about that. Long story short, we need to pump up strength to get that cap quickly. Although, after we kill Godric, we'll have an extra +5, so it'll be super easy. Essentially. Alright, let's use Golden Vow. Then we'll flask up here. Now our 3-minute timer has started. Alright, I need an FP more. He's gonna attack me though, that's fine. He's code to do that, actually. See, big damage. Big damage on the skill. I could try to land a heavy on him, but gonna be pretty freaking hard. Oh, he did that. That's crazy. There we go. Maybe here. Boom. Okay. Heavy. Ooh, got him. Sick, sick. I just realized I should probably go grab the Rune Scarab as well. Well, I'll do that after I have my permanent upgrades. Now I have a second talisman slot. I may as well put on the Axe Talisman, but it doesn't really matter too much. Okay, strength now. We gotta get strength up to... How much, actually, do we need? It's not 29. It might be 24, actually. It might just be 24.
Come over here.
Because Godric gives us +5.
God, you breached the...
My Talisman gives me +5.
Well, but of course.
So... Yeah, I think 24 would be enough, because then it'll get us up to 34. Times that by 1.5, then you have 50. And then the minimum requirement is reached. So I don't need my 3-minute timer anymore. Okay, okay. That's cool, that's cool. Would I have to talk to him again now? Oh my goodness. Alright, Chud, come on.
The guard, you'll slip. Of course, when you approach, it's only...
There we go. For funsies, I'll try to obliterate Godric with just the weapon skill and the charged heavies, but... Because he's really slow. Oh yeah, there's no, like, sound to that, that's right. Nice. We're going all hit run here, that's funny. We'll come back here for Godric's rune activation in a few minutes. We gotta kill Godric first. So we'll go ahead and do that. I should have sat down, but it's fine, honestly. Whatever. I guess Golden Vow instead. With some extra mitigation. Okay, we didn't aggro the lion. That's awesome. Well, they both quick attacked. They definitely tried to kill me right there. Kind of failed. It's funny. Alright. We do not need to mess with the Felilu this run, luckily. We're not going for Magic Scorpion Charm, so we can leave her alone. Oh yeah, grab this golden seed. I always forget to grab this golden seed. I gotta remember. Boom, there we go. Oh my goodness. Annoying birds. Okay, Godric. We got 3 minutes to kill Godric. Which shouldn't be that hard, but you never know. You never know with him. There we go. point blank that? That's crazy. Point blank that again? Okay, that's a really bad RNG. He's gotta be close to stancing. There we go. Ooh, stance break. It does a lot of stance damage when everything hits. For sure. Boom.
Of all that is,
Easy peasy.
and one day we'll return.
It's nice to just clobber people, dude. Honestly. Every once in a while.
Gold.
Okay, so he is down. Now we can permanently equip our weapon. We don't need a 3-minute timer anymore because we can get Godric's Great Rune. So let's go ahead and do that. Strength is at 24, which should be the minimum unless I'm miscalculating something. Let's go get the rune activated. The range on this weapon is kind of mediocre. It's not really that amazing, I don't think. I'd have to look at the numbers again, actually, but it's not the worst. It is workable, for sure. Alright. We'll go kill Renala next. Or actually, we'll kill the Rune Scarab Chud next, and then Renala. That fight is gonna suck, though, honestly. The freaking duo Clean Rod Knights is gonna be kind of annoying, but we should be able to do it. Just in case, though, maybe I should hold on that. I do not know. Because I can get a +4 weapon by doing a little bit of extra stuff. I don't know. We'll see. I should probably grab the boluses at least. Yeah, Scarlet Rot boluses from the Merchant and Kaled. That'd probably be smart to do. Because if I get grabbed once in the Clean Rot Knight fight, if I get a single grab, I die. Because I'll get Scarlet Rotted and I cannot cure it without those boluses. So I should probably go grab those. With the boluses, I can probably do the fight, though. Honestly. And this weapon does enough stagger damage where we might be able to just straight up blast them. So, you know, we could try it. We definitely could try. Or I guess we don't have enough, do we? We need to go kill Doggo first, don't we? Unless we have... Yeah, no, we gotta go kill Doggo first. Okay, alright. Alrighty, we'll go kill the dog first. And I guess Renala while we're here. Although I kind of want her runes to be upped, so I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, put on Godric's rune as well. Yep, there we go. Excellent. Do we have a golden arc yet? No, we don't. We can go get one. I know where to get one for free. By killing, what's his face? What's he called? Freaking, I always forget. The Beast guy. The Beast Claw dude. I don't know what he's called. Oh my goodness. I feel like such a noob.
Are you faint? Let the great anchor until it will trudge across the far.
He shouldn't be that hard, but he might be kind of annoying. We'll see. Alright, now White Mask should be in position. I'm going to check, though, because maybe he isn't. Let's go take a look. Yep, he's in position. Okay, awesome. I might go straight for Moog, honestly. Or we'll get our, like, Sombers going, and then we'll go for Moog, because killing him early gives us all those runes. It is so awesome. It's just a slingshot for your build. It's freaking crazy. But for him, charge attacks and the weapon skill are basically out. I mean, you can do the weapon skill sometimes, but no charge attacks. You just gotta poke him down, which is fine.
You claim what?
They didn't seem right.
Truly, I believe even worse. That's the.
There we go. Now you can kill Beast Claw. What's his name? I forgot again. But he's over here. He hits hard, but so do I. So hopefully I can just outmuscle him. Okay. Cool. Didn't get obliterated by trebuchets. That's what's up. Killing Beast Claw should give us, obviously, progression for Var's questline, so we can kill Moog tonight. But also, it should give us a rune arc, if I'm not misremembering, and that means we can upgrade or activate Godric's rune. Which is fine by me. That means we're going to have a 3-minute timer to kill Beast Claw as well. He'll be the last dude, but he, like, you won't last in that fight for 3 minutes. Either you're dead or he's dead, essentially. We could also go grab the talisman up here if we want to. I guess we can, right? There's an attack power talisman here. Because sure as heck not charge attack and Beast Claw. He will murder you. So that'll just be a straight upgrade. Now, unlike last round, we're not going to kill this boss in like 2 seconds. He'll probably die in 10 seconds instead, but there are chances for me to die, technically. Hope it doesn't happen. Yeah, let's see. I'm actually just going to use this immediately. Boom. There we go. There we go. I Can't crit because her head's in the freaking ground. That's awesome. Alright. Sick. Alright, here is Ritual Sword Talisman. So, attack power increased by 10% when I'm at max HP. That will be very handy indeed for this run. I think that's better than going charge attacks straight up. Even if you're trading with the skill, but at least that's one of the very few ways you can improve the damage of the skill. So, if you are going that route, you do want this. However, in the DLC especially, you're going to be trading. Like, every time you cast the skill, you're going to get hit. Unless it's, like, a crazy opening, like the Sunflower opening. So you have to keep flasking to get back to full health, to get the damage boost. And it's pretty tedious at that point. But for base game, you can definitely make use of that. For sure. I think for... Actually, no, this is fine. I was going to switch out an FP Flask for Beast Claw, but I think 2 might be pretty good. If he does get hit by the skill, you can just chain it over and over, and it's going to be pretty hard for him to do anything. So, I guess that's my plan. Alrighty. Sacred Tear, excellent. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let me grab this Grace for later, because we're going to be going through Volcano Manor after Renala's dead to get all of our upgrade materials. Also, that reminds me, how many stone swords do we have? I need to take a look. We need 2. If I was collecting everything, we should have enough, but sometimes I'm a dum-dum and I forget, so I gotta go take a look. Yeah, we got 2. Okay. So yeah, I can collect most of the upgrade materials. However, I do want to make sure I have this rune arc first, because the Godskin Noble that's in Volcano Manor, I'm not actually sure if I could beat him at the time on that. So I want to just have permanent uptime on my weapon. Okay. So we gotta run around the corner and use our flask, first of all. Because he's gonna run straight at us. Actually, no, I think I'm far enough away. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, he ran through it. Okay. Bad RNG. Okay. Dang. Not getting good luck with that. I'm fat rolling. Okay, hold on. Got to remove some armor. There we go. It's gonna be an interesting battle for sure. Come on. Get over here. Dang. He keeps rolling that. Okay, I'm just gonna have to melee him. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, Chatty quick attacked. Okay. We are winning this battle, but it's pretty close, actually. Look at him spamming Lion's Claw, dude. What a boss. What a Giga Chad. Oh, he quick attacked. Gotta be careful, he can combo with Great Stars and kill you, like, instantly. Oh my goodness, you're red. Oh. Got him? Heck yeah. Now we gotta be real careful because there's dogs nearby, so. Great Stars is a really good weapon. We'll do it one day. It's one of the most versatile weapons in the game. You could do like almost any build with it, actually. It's pretty wild. But not today. What should we do now, actually? I guess we can do this, like, cleanup area and get all the flask stuff here, if we want to. Altus Plateau has a lot of golden seeds, which lets you upgrade your stuff. Probably wise to do that. And then we'll go kill Renala. So we'll take care of that Shard Bearer, Renala. We'll advance through Volcano Manor to get our weapon up to plus 10 eventually. Then we're going to kill Moog, which is an endgame boss, but I'm pretty good at fighting Moog, so I'm able to kill him really early and get a bunch of runes to slingshot my build. So that is the game plan. I'm unironically better at fighting Moog, who is like a late game powerhouse, than the friggin' Leonine Misbegotten from that duo fight. From the early game. I don't know why, but that's the case for me. Ugh, shoot. So there's one more golden seed next to a bunch of catapults here. I wonder if I can get the golden seed by the tree spirit. That might be kind of hard to do with a +2 weapon, but we could try for sure. I can also activate my rune arc right now. I should do that. Boom. Now I should have permanent uptime on my weapon, which I do. There's no red X in the bottom left corner anymore. Excellent. So as long as I don't die and lose this rune arc, I don't have to worry about the timer, which is pretty good. We can also kill Radon, I guess, but we'll save him for after our weapon's upgraded, because why not? I mean, we could fight him at +2. It's not that hard. Like, why would I do that literally when I could just upgrade the weapon first and then kill the fight faster? You know? Nothing like robbing graves. Woo. So honorable. Okay, we're almost done with the first half of the Altus Plateau part. We have the inner city left, which doesn't take long at all, luckily. Okay, good, good, good. Bunch of free runes as well. Okay, collect it, please. Please collect. Here you go. Boom, okay. I'll try to fight the tree spirit, even though he's going to be tanky with a +2 weapon. But they're not too hard to fight, even though Dark finds them like really hard to kill for some reason. They're really not that hard to fight. Now, I wonder if I should level up strength still, or go into more vigor at this point. I think we need to go heavy vigor for Moog, because we don't have the crystal tier for him. So we could try to hit the cap for that. But we want at least 5 more strength anyway, so I can unequip the Sore Seal. I can also put on my armor again, by the way. Because now I have my rune arc back. Good thing I remembered that, otherwise it'd be naked for Moog, and that'd be kind of sketchy. Hey, buddy. Hey, how you doing? Okay. Alright, so this is going to be the hardest Sacred Tier to... or not Sacred Tier, Golden Seed to get in the zone. There's one that is spawned in by a putrefied tree spirit. I think it's just an ulcerated one, actually. I can use the weapon skill at, like, the very, very start of the fight, but that's it, basically, so... nothing too inspiring. Oh yeah, it's gonna be a long fight, dudes. On fat rolling again? How's that possible? Weird. Okay, his animation like glitched there. That was gross. Okay. Use your breath, use your breath. There we go. I can use a charge heavy right here. Boom. Excellent. Oh, the damage is so pitiful. I need to upgrade my weapon like really badly. Oh, you read me? Okay. Can I stance break him here? Yes, excellent. more hit to the head. Or not. Okay, there we go. Okay. Boggers, boggers. Very good. Okay. At least the stance damage is still really nice. Especially compared to last run, where Karian Slicer had like literally 4 stance damage. This weapon has 24 on the weapon skill, so 6 times as much stance damage. Crazy. There's a couple golden seeds up here to grab, and then we are done. I feel like I'm missing one, though, but I guess we'll cross that bridge when we get there. I'll skip Ghetto Market this time. We don't really need to fight him. I mean, I guess we could fight him. Why not, right? I didn't sit down at a grace. Oh, no, he didn't even spawn? Okay, well. Cool. Screw fighting him then. Okay, so here's what we gotta do. We gotta go first to Ghetto Hogwarts and get our +3 Somber. That'll set us on the right path. We will also level up Strength a little bit. So Strength should go... We're gonna want to get it to... what is it called? 29. 29 will be it. After that, the rest of the points into Vigor for the rest of the day, I think. Okay, let's go over here. We got 9 healing flashes, which is pretty good for Moog. We might be able to squeeze out one more, actually. Maybe. Because we get one from Renala here. And then we just need to find one more. There's one more in Moog's area. So yeah, we will have 10 for Moog, which is really good. That's pretty much the most you could have with 2 FP flasks. So that's really, really nice. Really nice indeed. Oh my goodness, this guy actually grabbed me. Annoying. Ow. I'm gonna have to reset these guys because they're being obnoxious. Let's just reset their positions. Right up ahead is the Somber 3, which will upgrade our weapon to +3. And then 4, 5, 6, and 7, all 4 of those, are in Volcano Manor. So, extremely important. Extremely, extremely important to go there next. After that, 8, 9, and 10 are literally free. So I can max out my weapon after going to Volcano Manor. So that is a priori right there. Giga important. Alright, we're done with Hogwarts for now. We'll come back later. Let's go to Volcano Manor. We're going to get the +4. And I guess we get the +5 as well, right? Yeah, we could. Then we can go get the Rune Scarab. So this is a very tight run. Very nice routing. Indeed. Alright, come and hit me. There we go. Good. More Metal Gear Solid ladders. That's what's up. Excellent, excellent. Now what's he gonna do? Okay, we're good, we're good. Those dudes are so nasty. So gross. Almost done with ladders. Until the DLC. Thankfully. I mean, that's not true. There are other ladders in the later of the game, but this is the brunt of it. Dear customer.
Yes, right this way. Right this way.
Oh yeah, we will also be killing Rykard with the Serpent. Actually, it might be possible to kill him with Wave of Destruction, but I'd have to double check that, honestly. It might be possible, but not fun. I'd have to do a respec to Giga Mind, like a super mind-based build at the end of the game. So maybe we'll save him for a while just to science a little bit. Alright, here's the Falling Star Beast. We just gotta bait him out a little bit. Good. Okay. Falling Star Beast is friggin' nasty in Night Rain. Not fun to fight, but honestly, I find him easier in actual Elden Ring for some reason. I don't know why. So I think the hand here gives the Somber Stone. I always forget about that though. Let's see if that's the case. Oh golly, quick attacked. Actually got quick attack by the hand. That's funny. Can't crit him. There's a Master Hand shut out of here. I like how he literally middle fingers you as one of his attacks. That's so funny. Okay. There we go, Somber Stone 4. Cool. Now, inside of Volcano Manor is 5. Right after 5 is the Godskin Noble, but we're gonna grab Rune Scare first to ensure that we can get the maximum amount of runes from Godskin Noble. Godskin Noble himself should be fairly easy at a level 5 weapon. So things are looking pretty good. Pretty good indeed. Okay, let's sit at this grace.
We rarely risk fascinating. So, about the bird, if you have, rise with us. Your decision now you belong. The drawing room. I am Tannin.
Boom. Okay, nice. Let me make sure. Yeah, we already have our stone 6. Excellent. So we can actually upgrade to +6. Even better for Godskin. So our goal now is to raise the bridge on the opposite side of the lava lake, which shouldn't be too difficult at all. I'm glad I remembered about the shortcut here, because it saves so much time compared to the old strategy of actually going through the entire level. You can just go this way instead and save like 5 minutes. It's kind of crazy. Okay, cool. Wait, yeah, it's up here. Yep. Got a little turned around there. Where's the snake? Snake is far away, good. Alright, there's the Somber Stone 5. Now we can upgrade our weapon to +6, which is humongous. Let's go raise the bridge first. Okay. Let's get that taken care of right now, because that is super, super good. As long as we have enough runes to do it, which I'm not positive that we do, but I think we do. Sometimes the somber upgrades can be pretty expensive, but I think we have enough.
The lows of a chat fine and well.
So 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we can't get 6 yet, but we can in a second. So let's go to the cave now in Caelid and collect the Rune Scarab Talisman from the boss there, and that should give us enough to upgrade to +6 as well. So there's a cave right over here that's super important. I collect this talisman every run because it's like the best talisman in the game, technically, if you're not doing a level 1 run. So, literally used in every single build, if you think about it. Oh, I think somebody saw me. That's okay, though. I think you could jump down there, but that is, like, crazy, like, risky. I don't want to do it. I'll science it off stream though, for sure. Yeah, I think you can make that jump, but not something I'm gonna try right now. Okay. So with a +5 weapon and these stats, the boss down here should be fairly straightforward. I just gotta not get grabbed And honestly, even if I do get grabbed, I think I can just finish the fight before I die at this point, so I guess we'll see. Ooh, one-shot that guy is a good sign. For sure. Alright. Duo Clean Rod Knight. This fight, we should be fine. If we can kill the first one earlier, we'll definitely be fine. We can just murder the second guy. Pretty straightforward, honestly. It's all about this first dude. Alright, he staggers. Good information. That's what's up. Oh, this launches him. Oh, poor dude. Kick. Boom, GG. So the gold scarab gives you 20% more runes. You can swap that in right after killing bosses to get the full benefit without having to use it for the actual fight, which makes it probably the best talisman in the game, because you will always have usage for it. It is kind of cheesy, and I don't do that for like official videos on the main channel, but it's definitely good to do that. For sure. Okay, Somber 6. Okay, we have a +6 weapon now. We can go kill Godskin Noble at this point. Actually, I think this is the wrong grace. Yeah, it's this one over here, Keck. Godskin will give a lot of runes, which will be enhanced by the rune scarab there. Very, very nice. You can't charge attack Godskin like ever, so I'll just do the attack power one. Okie dokie, so Godskin is mostly a poke fight. You can't really do a whole lot of slow animations with him, so we'll just have to whittle him down, which is fine. That's fine. No, should. He's gotta be really close to, that was close. That was a long combo he did. Okay. Can I charge him here? Oh, I can. Okay. Oh, it is possible. Nice stagger. He almost got me there, but didn't quite. I got really bad RNG on his combo. Okay, I'm gonna get chain stunned here. Good old Godskin. Boom. He really tried hard to kill me there, but did not work. I got his extended combo, which is pretty bad RNG. And he did his, like, heal punish quick combo. It was pretty much the worst possible scenario, and he still didn't kill me, so that's pretty funny, I think. That is super hilarious. Alright. So I'll do this twice just so I have the location for Rykard for day 2. We're not going to fight him today, obviously. But for day 2, we're going to want to kill him. I'll try to, like, cheekily... Like, I'll do some science, basically, and see if I can kill him with the weapon skill, but... The range isn't that good. Like, it's a medium range. It's not an amazing range, so we'll see. It would be fun, though, for sure, to friggin' blast him with the weapon skill. So where's the shortcut? Is it right here? I think it's right here, right? Yeah. Send that down. Excellent. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Let's open this up. There's got to be a faster Somber 7 somewhere, so I'll have to do some research into that, but this is the most reliable way. If there's one somewhere in Moog's area, that would be ideal, but I'm not quite sure, actually, if there is. Okie doke. Cool. I almost didn't collect that and I fell. That would have been really funny, but we did get it. Alright, one more time to unlock Moog's Zone, and then we're going to go deal with Renala and Radon, I guess. Do I? Yeah, we should. Straight up. Renala, Radon, Moog, and then we'll be done for today. Actually, we don't need to go over here. I always forget. We'll talk to White Mask as well. Obviously, we got to progress his quest line to even get to Sir Moog. Renala, we got a bit of running to do, but Radon is ready to, and I can just walk up to him basically, so that'll be pretty easy. We'll go nab Serpent Hunter and then leave. Okay, let's go get our +8 and 9 Sombers, which is going to be as good as it gets until we get to Moog's Mausoleum. Alright. I got stuck in an animation. Oh, should be fine, I think. Oh, maybe not. Okay. There we go. They almost disappeared on me. That would have been funny. I forgot there's a rune arc down here as well, right? I'm pretty sure. That'd be another nice thing to have early on. Okay, let's take care of Var's questline now. Very cool. We just got a bit of running around to do for his questline, basically. Nothing too serious. Okay. Here we go. We killed your apparition buddy, friend.
I wish to a night luminary. So. Now.
Okay. Now for that, we got to go kill Irina here. That's the easiest thing to do, so we'll go ahead and do that. Super simple. There we go. Go back to our homie, and then we're done with that quest line. We can teleport to Moog whenever we want. So we're gonna go kill Renala and Radon first. Maybe not Radon. I think so, though. I think we will. And it's Mogi Poo, and then we're done for today. Very, very nice.
And with this a night. Now this.
Okay.
Oh, good heavens. Clench your teeth or something.
Wonder if I can do this. Yeah, I can do this and get medium low. That's probably better off, honestly.
Forget, for it is what you have.
Okay. Sweet. Alright, upgrade and then Renala time. At long last, we can start killing more shard bearers. Very, very good.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Boom. 9, that's gonna be good enough for a while. Now we gotta kill Doggo and Renala. Should be pretty easy. I was gonna say free, but who knows? Okay. Cool. Okay, let's do this. Now, Dog, we're just gonna have to beat down. As silly as it may be. We can't really do weapon skill on him, he's too mobile. Oh, I did the wombo on me. Annoying. Oh. That is some damage. Just gonna heal for safety. I know how this game is. Yep, I knew healing was the right call. Does the worst combo we could possibly do. Immediately. Kick. Okay, well these guys are gonna die pretty quick, obviously. So, boom, 29 strength. That is good enough with the great rune we have. Our next goal is 40 vigor. And then we'll just keep doing vigor past that as well. Super simple. We gotta get the golden seed over here real quick. Awesome. We'll save and quit on Kari tonight. He's an annoying chud. So let's just get him out of the way. You could probably kill him, obviously, but he's just annoying and jumpy and dodgy and all sorts of stuff. Okay, this should be a very quick fight. This should be really fast. But we'll see. You never know, right? I can honestly probably pot kill 2 of these guys and then use my flask and golden vow. Okay. Okay. Well, I can't even freaking golden valor. That's crazy. Okay. We'll raw dog it then. Well, she didn't summon. Huh. Intriguing. Oh, no summon? Okay, GG. Alright, we can get our 3rd talisman slot now, and then I guess we kill Radahn. Easy breezy. Let's grab this Grace here.
My sweetings, come out from whence ye hide.
We can get another flask too. Excellent.
Where did he flee? My
Okay.
sweetings? Come out from
Let's grab our last, not our last, our second to last talisman slot. Last one for today.
Only fine. You have now to become the thing as much.
We will take care of Radahn now. Easy peasy. Now we have both the attack at max HP up and the charge attack talisman at the same time. Very nice indeed. Very, very nice. Alright, Radahn should be fairly simple. More vigor now. We're just gonna vigor it up for the rest of the day until we kill Moog. Because we need a lot of vigor for Moog to survive his intermission. Ready as I'll ever be. Okay. Skip the cutscene. Cool, cool, cool. So we're gonna kill Radon here. We're gonna go to Moog's mausoleum, and then kill Moog. We'll get our +10 weapon, then kill Moog, and then GG for today. Excellent. Really good pace. We do have a lot of walking in day 2, but that's fine. Honestly. We killed a lot of chuds today. Okay. Oh, cool, he did that. That's awesome. Have to eat this. Oh. Cool. He didn't stagger at all. That was kind of crazy. But he did take a lot of damage. I'll tell you that much. I think he's gonna die like right here, actually. Yep. Alright, well, Moog time. Not much else to say about that, to be honest. We need to go grab the Grace here. Alrighty, let's use the thing here. To go to the audience grounds, we have the +10 thing to grab, and then the golden seed, and we're ready to fight Moog. So, nice and simple. Nice and simple indeed. Boom, boom, boom. I think I might actually head into the DLC briefly for something, and I'll explain what that is in a second. Because it would be really good to have. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I guess I'll do that after this. We'll go over the 3-hour time limit, perhaps. We might do it at the start of day 2, though. We'll see where we're at. After we kill Moog. Okay. More levels. Is at this point I can get rid of Radagons. We don't really have anything else to equip, but we don't need it anymore. Because we take more damage from it anyway, so we're good. We gotta kill all these guys though. We gotta kill all these chuds. It's time to bowl them down. Excellent, excellent. Very good. Very good. We gotta unequip our armor though to get back to medium load, which is fine. So we don't have to kill this guy, actually. Holy cow. He does get knocked up, though. That's pretty fun. He is like hyper aggro right now, though. Holy cow. Alright, well, you do get to die, then, for being an annoying shot. There we go. Okay. Normally you could run past him, but he was like extremely aggro for some reason, so I decided to kill him. There we go, excellent. There's the ancient dragon smithing stone, so we could upgrade our weapon fully. Here is a random golden seed. Let's go upgrade the weapon, and then we'll fight Moog. I think I am going to enter the DLC, though, for like 10 minutes, and I'll show you why. It is actually pretty important for this build. Also, we can use this Lord's Rune. Excellent.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arm.
Rune's Greatsword plus 10, so it actually has S tier strength scaling now, which is very, very nice indeed. We are definitely ready now to fight Moog. And we should be able to kill him, unless like we're just really bad, but I guess we'll see. We'll see what happens. Now, can I equip this instead? No, we just got no chest armor and no helmet, but that's fine for Moog, honestly. We can't really use the weapon skill on him. There's like a couple times, but by and large, this is going to be a poke fight, so yeah. Nothing too crazy there, I guess. I guess I'll just leave on the this talisman. I might be able to use it here. Yep. Not anymore because I don't have any FP. Sedge. I can use it here as well. I can use it charged, I guess. Nice, nice. Okay. Oh. This does so much damage, dude. It's crazy. Bodying him, dudes. Frick yeah. Look at those fancy charge, dudes. Awesome. Some pokes, too. Some pokes. Nice try, Moog, right at the very end. No. All of a sudden, he's trying to desperately to kill me, but he cannot. Sorry. Oh, wait, we do have that. Use the golden foul foot here with the rune scarab as well, or gold scarab. And you get maximal rune gain. Watch how many runes we gain here. Boom, 655,000. Crazy. Crazy high rune gain. So, at this point, I kind of want to equip some armor, so I might put a few of that into endurance, honestly. And then the rest into strength. I think 45 vigor is pretty good for a while, because that's technically 50 vigor with my setup. So I'm probably going to put some into strength. Look how many levels we get. It's absolutely bonkers. Absolutely insane. I guess 45 strength would be pretty good. I forget what the cap... I think it's 54, because with the 1.5 multiplier, that gives you to 80. So we'll go 54 strength, then we'll actually cap out vigor, and then we'll be Gucci. Now, normally, I would say we're going to do the scatter stuff.
I'm Letta. Touch the whip.
But I'm actually going to do some of that on stream, and the reason why is because inside of the DLC, there is basically the two-handed sword talisman. So very, very useful talisman. So I'm gonna go ahead and do some of that route right now. I will show it though. So let me pull that out real quick.